Hello, boys, and all you sweet ladies, of course. Now, I don't think that there is an airport bum among us who has not experienced the adrenal rush that washes over us on any given day that we find ourselves out at the old airfield, studiously occupied with Lord only knows what, when suddenly our ears detect the sound of a deep, low rumble. You know the drill, boys, right? We stop what we're doing, we listen a little more intently with a goofy, puzzled look on our faces. Oh yeah, it's a big bore radial engine that we're hearing out there belching fire and vibrating the ground that you can literally feel through the bottom of your shoes. Man, everybody abandons their work and collectively rush out to get a look at that piece of history rumbling our way. And so it happened out at Spinks today. Now, racing towards the action and rounding the far hangar, there she was, a great big beautiful tail-dragging winged dinosaur rumbling towards us straight out of 1942. Hot dang, boys. Sit steady in the canoe and just look at what pressed over to the wrong side of Spinks to visit with us today. Lord have mercy. Now, at this point in this little video, I'm going to put out a disclaimer. You know, there are 10 million experts out there on everything aviation, and I don't claim to be an expert on anything. So the information that I give in just a little bit is all going to be approximate. This is from sources that I have gathered this information from. So don't get twisted into a knot and don't get your panties up in a bunch if something isn't quite square with what you know. Now, this old gal is the pristine Southern Cross, and she's from the Vintage Flying Museum located at Fort Worth Meacham Airfield. Now, as most of you guys know, she is a 1942 DC3 converted to the C49, not the C47. And of course, the DC stands for Douglas Commercial. Sources tell me that the Southern Cross was built as the venerable DC3 civilian aircraft. Now, in World War II, it was converted to the C49, not the 47. The C49 had smaller doors and it had lighter flooring than the C47's robust modifications. After the war, it was converted back for civilian use as a DC-3 and was used as an airliner. At one period of its life, it was used as a presidential aircraft in Mexico. Now, recently, it served as part of a disaster relief, flying supplies to the Gulf Coast after Hurricane Harvey. Now, early production DC-3s used the old Wright Cyclone engines, and later military models used the big-bore Pratt & Whitney R1830, the twin-row Wasp engines. Generally, the aircraft, now take this as a grain of salt, generally the aircraft had a stall speed of 67 miles per hour, a rate of climb of about 1,130 feet per minute, a cruise speed of approximately 156 miles an hour. Maximum speed was approximately 218 miles an hour at 15,500 feet. Service ceiling was 22,250 feet. The maximum range was about 1,800 miles, and the fuel consumption was approximately 100 gallons per hour, and I'm sure that's leaned. Of course, it had to have been. Now, the wingspan is 95 feet. The length was about 64 feet 6 inches. The height was 17 feet. It had an empty weight of 16,215 pounds. Loaded was approximately 24,400 pounds. And the max weight, according to sources, was 29,000 pounds. Well, that's going to wrap it up this time, fellas and ladies. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I appreciate every one of you. And thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe.